May I have your attention, please?
It's Markers and Monsters Drawlloween 2017.
Howdy, y'all, and welcome back to Markers and Monsters. Hitch up your wagons and let's hit the trail, because we're heading out west today for Cadaverous Cowboys. As you can see, I got my skull Dana Scully out. She's going to help us draw some of these Cadaverous Cowboys down here at the bottom. What I'm doing is just putting in a nice little trio of skeleton-faced Old West sheriff and his posse. They're having themselves a little hanging party, and the unfortunate victim is suspended there. Yet there's another noose waiting just for you. I'm going to make a beautiful Western-style sunset in the background here and kind of cast everything into shadow and just have some fun drawing in these old dead cowboys and their guns and stuff like that. Now, I don't talk about this nearly enough, but I love Westerns, and I love the Old West and stuff like that, cowboys. Very cool, very interesting part of American history, and it's a lot of fun to think about and talk about and draw, frankly, and all that kind of stuff. Western movies have kind of fallen out of favor culturally. They're still being made here and there, but not like they were back in the 20s, 30s, into the 50s and 60s. I would say the last big gasp of the Western film was probably around the time The Magnificent Seven came out. That was in the late 60s, and then from there it was mostly deconstructions, like The Wild Bunch and some of the Sam Peckinpah movies, and even the spaghetti westerns are a little bit different than your traditional, Western movies. But that's okay. I mean, there's been plenty out there, and I'm happy to report that there are plenty of Western-themed horror movies out there. You guys know I like the horror, and I bet you do too. They go back quite a ways. There's a lot of cowboy legends out there of ghost stories and stuff like that, and they translate well into film. They're also mashing up concepts that were popular at the time, such as Curse of the Undead, which is a vampire western from 1959. This also has a cool talking head in a box, which I'm a big fan of that kind of weirdness. You've got stuff like The Beast of Hollow Mountain from 56 and Valley of Gwangi from 69, which is cowboys fighting stop-motion dinosaurs, which is always a ton of fun. In 66, you got the double team of the cheese-tacular Billy the Kid versus Dracula, and Jesse James meets Frankenstein's daughter. If you like them cheesy, like stinky cheesy, these movies are a lot of fun, or they can be. I recommend checking out the Mystery Science Theater or the Elvira versions for having a hoot and a half. The movie Ghost Town from 1988 is kind of like a slasher type supernatural horror movie in the West. Great cover to that. The VHS cover of the skeleton cowboy walking down the street at high noon is awesome. Something to definitely check out. And I can also recommend the movie Grim Prairie Tales from 1990. This is an anthology movie with, it's got like Brad Dourif in it and James Earl Jones, and an anthology movie about short horror tales set in the Old West, so it's pretty cool. Now, like I said, they've continued to make movies like this. They're sporadic, but they do come out. The Bone Tomahawk from 2015, it is a horror movie. It's pretty gruesome and graphic and very, very bleak, so I warn you on that, but it definitely is out there. Plus, it has Kurt Russell in it, one of the greatest living actors of our time. So, worth a watch if you can stomach the bleakness and the gore and all that kind of stuff. I can tell you one of my favorite country music songs is Ghost Riders in the Sky. First put out in 1948, I prefer the 1949 Burl Ives version, Burl Ives being the voice of Sam the Snowman from the 60s Rudolph movies. This is a great little cowboy ballad type song about an old cowpoke who goes out to, go out on the range, and he sees a group of evil red-eyed steer plowing through the sky, followed by the unfortunate souls of cowboys who are forced to chase after the devil's herd forever. And our hero will do the same if he doesn't change his ways soon enough. So, fun times, and I really like it. So that's it for Skeleton Cowboys today, guys. Let's take a look at the scan here. Looking good. I dig it. I had fun drawing it. I like talking about the Old West. Never been, and I'd really like to go one of these days. But if you guys want to talk about cowboy legends and lore, please let me know. I am totally 100% into it. So that's it for me. We'll see you next time, guys.
Giddy up, doggies.